Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, bringing you another LOR video. Today, I want to bring you Teemo Caitlyn. So this deck with Teemo Caitlyn is going all in on shrooms. And when I say all in, we're playing Abba Achiever. So in this deck, obviously, we're running 3 Teemo, 3 Caitlyn, so we're playing all about the traps, right? We're running this low removal, so Group Shot and Poison Dart, to be able to at least do okay versus a lot of the 1 health units that are running around right now. And talking about you, Ari Cannon. Um, so hopefully this helps us kind of survive against them. Conchologist is really good in this type of deck because there's a lot of good pings from both PNC and Bandle City that you can get from Conchologist, right? Mystic Shot, Pokey Stick, you can get excited from this, right? Obviously, we're running more removal here, Mystic Shot, Pokey Sticks for, again, Ari Cannon, but also against other decks like Scouts, or if we just want to go face, right? Both these 2 cards and Poison Dark can go face, so also we can go that way, right? Insider Knowledge is a good card so that either you're running low on resources, or if you have enough shrooms or have enough flash pumps on their deck and you need kind of like a quick way to hopefully win, Insider Knowledge can kind of save you there. Obviously, Puffcat Peddler is kind of like the engine of your deck, so the Peddler, when he's on the field, can add shrooms anytime you use spells. So usually you want to be able to keep him in the mulligan so that you can play him down early and start kind of ramping up all those shrooms inside of the opponent's deck. I like running 2 stress defense because there's a lot of pokes running around and I want my Teemo to be able to survive. So usually if I have stress defense and I have Teemo, I'll wait until Teemo's leveled up. Once Teemo's leveled up, I can drop it in the field and attack. And usually the opponent will try to do like a Mystic Shot or a Pokey Stick or something or like double Pokey Stick or a Battle Piece to remove him. And then I can do stress defense to stop that. Stress defense is also very useful against some lifesteal units. So like let's say like the Stally Sentinel, so prevents him from healing 4, instead he only heals 1. Or if a Pantheon rolls lifesteal, you can use this on a Pantheon to stop them from killing you or lifestealing there as much as possible. It's also very good against overwhelm units as it puts their attack to 1. Loot Travelers, of course, it's making them draw, plus discarding a card, so it's really good, especially once you have enough shrooms. With the buff to the Chump Wump, he's an excellent card, giving you 2 shrooms and having 4 health and 4 attack. So usually he's like your big guy that can block a lot of the opponent's units. And also, if you can play Puffcat Peddler and then Chump Wump, and you can start putting all the shrooms in the deck, it goes amazing. And then lastly, you're really trying to finish the game 2 ways. Either Abba Achiever, doubling all your shrooms, or Karina Mastermind, triggering all the shrooms on the top 5 cards of your deck. Or sometimes you can do them both. Sometimes you can do Abba first and then do Karina second. So if you do have both of them in your hand and you have the space to play them both, you usually want to play them in that order. You want to play Abba first and then Karina, so that any shroom on the top 5 cards of the deck does double the damage, right? You'll see one of the games, actually, you see the first game where I did that against Spiders, that I just went Abba Achiever into Karina to kind of win the game like that. But yeah, the deck is really fun, but you're relying a lot on RNG, right? So you're relying on you getting lucky that the opponent draws the shrooms that you put down on them. So if they don't draw the shrooms, then you are going to be in a little bit of trouble. But that's why we have all the other things to try to stall as long as possible. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun with this deck. It can be very inconsistent, and unfortunately doesn't do well against most of the meta. So it loses against Pantheon decks, it loses against Scouts, it kind of loses against some the Ari Cannon with Shurima variants, but somehow does a little bit better into the slower versions that run aside. The decks that it does do well versus is control, so it tends to do pretty good against the slow control type of decks, although not so much against darkness, because darkness has a lot of removal and a lot of poke for your Caitlyn and for your Teemos. But if you run against like FTR or any other super slow control deck, this deck should do the trick. But anyways, yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like the content, please remember to subscribe. I'll see you all after the games. So in this matchup, we're going to be going up against Elise Spiders. I think we're in trouble. I don't see how we beat this deck before they can rush us down. I mean, we do have a lot of, like, I guess, Chump Pump is not bad as a nice blocker later on, and we do have a lot of damage removal, so maybe we... But I think Chump Pump is too expensive. We're hoping that we can draw him later on. Yeah, I was gonna say, we have stuff like Poison Dart to be able to stop, like, some of his attacks. I like doing Teemo, though, instead of doing the Poison Dart first. Because I can do this. I mean, obviously it means that we take an additional damage from the Saboteur. Because we could have killed the Saboteur this turn. If he gets greedy, we can always do the Poison Dart though, right? We also have Poke Stick now. Wow. I'm scared. I'm scared that he has the yeah, the Onlooker. Yeah, so that's what I was scared of, right? So now we can just kill the Onlooker and sacrifice our Teemo into the Legion Saboteur, and we only take 2 damage. So I didn't want to commit anything until I saw him commit the Onlooker first. So if we passed last turn, we could have had our Teemo still. Because we could have just done the Poke Stick on the Onlooker. So just, you know, just one of those lessons. But we always get rewarded, right? Look at that. We draw the Caitlyn, like good gamers that we are. So now with Caitlyn on the field, we start treading a lot of damage because the Flash Bombs are going to be dealing, you know, to his low-cost unit. And every attack that he does on us, also, it's not going to be like that great, right? We can do the Conchologist as a blocker. And have Poke Stick for the Precious Pet, yeah. So, we'll take the 3 from the Skittler. But I think that's okay. None of this really is great, right? Like, none of this is really awesome. Production Surge is too expensive. I guess the Elusive is the best thing here. Because what we can do here is that we can block like this. We can block 1, 2, Poke Stick. We only take 3 damage, and we put another 2 bombs in the top of the deck. He could have, yeah, okay, Brother's Bond, cool. So we take 5 now. And lose our Caitlyn. But we still put the 2 bombs on the top of the deck. He's almost running out of low on resources, right? I like the idea of doing the Aloof Travelers and try to see if we can advance the bombs.
We made it. Yay. But our stuff didn't.
Okay, so no Flash Bombs. Elise is his most expensive card. So if Elise is his most expensive card, then he really has nothing in his deck, right? We have Mystic Shot for the Skittler, so I don't mind blocking like this.
I have my orders.
I think this still goes for the Skittler, right?
War Mason, reporting for duty.
And we prevent an additional 2 damage. Look at that. So now we're taking 5 to the face. There's a good chance that a Flash Bomb kills one of these guys, because none of our Flash Bombs have activated yet. So they should be almost at the top of the deck, I hope. No Flash Bombs. Oh my gosh. No Flash Bombs. Let's do the Abba Achiever. See if we can kill him here quickly. We'll do the Conchologist. Finally. Jeez. Ooh. Kinda like the Stress Defense. But I also like the Scrap Head. That's unfortunate. We have blockers for everything though, right? So at this point, if he gets the burn, it's either he gets the burn or we lose. Oh, we could have attack. Why didn't we attack? I was pressing OK so fast that I didn't even think about it. I think we win though, right? We just have to summon the Peddler. We can summon the Peddler, right? Ooh. Ooh, okay, that's dangerous now, right? Yeah, that's dangerous. That's what I was thinking. So our hope here is gonna be Peddler. Put as many shrooms as we can in his deck, and then do Karina, right? So we need to put as many shrooms in his deck as possible. I don't think we have a chance to open attack. The other problem that we're gonna have is gonna be us dying to yeah, so we have to discard this. Again, at this point, just as much damage as possible. We have group shot, so we need to keep the group shot in case that he has a fervor, right? So fervor will be the only punish here. That's only 2, really? So we can do this, and hopefully we can do enough. 15. There's the fervor. We do the group shot like we talked about. That's why we kept the group shot, and now that adds an additional shrooms on top of his deck. And now he doesn't have enough blockers for the rest of our attacks, right? 14, and that's lethal. Woo! That was as close as he gets. That was as close as he gets because we messed up on not attacking last turn. And oh man, that Stalking Shadows was also very scary. Woo! I'm glad we kept the group shot. If we don't have the group shot there, we are in a lot of trouble. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we're going to be going up against Misfortune Riven. Don't think I've ever gone against this deck before, but my guess is that it's going to be a super aggro deck. So how do we do this? How do we do this? Is it picking up? I think I like having the removal here because I'm guessing that he's gonna go aggro, right? So stuff like Poison Deck, Group Shot, Mystic Shot, Puff Club Peddler will hit a lot of his 1-drops if he's playing 1-drops. Obviously, we can also deal with Misfortune now. I would like to have the Puff Club Peddler on the field before I have to start using any of this stuff. But if I have to use it early, it's not a big deal. So, opponent is kind of making us wait a little bit. Must be thinking really hard about the mulligan, which is fine. You know, with any deck like this. Okay, so he kept 3 cards. So there's a good chance that he has Misfortune. Oh wow, double Puff Cap Peddler. I really don't want to have to use my spells until after this guy's out on the field. Hope our opponent just didn't AFK though. That would be a little bit painful. Okay, he didn't. Is it worth it to take that 2 damage? I don't think it is. As much as I want to, I think I need to actually go ahead and kill it. I'm assuming that this is gonna be a full aggro deck. So I want to be able to not take as much damage as possible if I can. Oh, he really got 1 Puff Cap. Nice. It's actually not good for us because we want to wait until we have a lot of Puff Caps and then trigger our Karina. So here, if he develops Misfortune, we can still do the Peddler and then do the group shot on the River. Okay. We might have to take that 3 from Riven. I'm guessing he might not have... I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna greed out the Peddlers instead of... But again, I guess the problem that we're gonna have now is that he's gonna really have... He already has all 3 blades, right? So he's about to level up the Riven. Because he has all 3 blades. Oh, wow. Okay, so maybe we misplay a little bit here by letting him level up the Riven. We'll have to see. Because the Riven levels up here. He has 5 blade fragments. Maybe we can commit double Mystic on her. No, well, it's gonna have to be double Mystic plus group shot, huh? Yeah, she levels up. We kind of lucked out a little bit because we drew the second Mystic, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't have had the spells to actually kill the Riven. The question is, if he commits the Blade of Exile on the... What is he doing here? Does he have... Do they play... He doesn't play... He shouldn't play any way to save this Riven, right? So, I'm okay doing this. Because I don't think he has a way to save the Riven. We deny his draw. We take 3 damage. We kill the Riven. He still has the bit of exile though, so he can put it on somebody else later on. Put a bunch of we're gonna put a bunch of bombs in his deck. I mean, sorry, of mushrooms in his deck. Unfortunately, we don't have Teemo and we don't have Caitlyn. What we have is 2 Korinas. Is it actually better to put? Is it actually better to put 5 traps on the top of his deck? It's not a bad idea, right? Because he's gonna hit the Ruin River. What did I do? Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to do anyways. I did it too fast, and yeah. So we do like this. We'll put the 5 flash bombs. Then we play the other Karina, which will guarantee that all 5 of them trigger. Okay, I'm okay passing here. Burns all his mana. He burns all his mana, and we kill one of them already. So there's 4 more. And look at this. We guarantee that there's 4 more traps on the top. So we can go ahead and do this. And it will guarantee that all 4 hit the Razor Blade, the Razor Scale Hunter. And we know there's 4 on the top of the deck because Karina put all 5 on the top 5 cards of his deck. And the first card obviously trigger on the other 10, right? Here we can just open for 16 and then he loses the game. But yeah, that was a awkward hand, but we made it work with a double Karina in our hand. So in this matchup, we're going to be going up against... Ooh, Zoe, Diana, Targon, Bandle, City. I haven't seen this deck a lot recently, so kind of nice to see it there again. I like the Caitlyn. I like the Shumpwump. I like the Mystic. I like the Conchology. I think we keep the Mystic shot for Diana. We keep the Conchologist because he lets us get another Mystic or a Pokestick or something. I didn't want to keep the Shumpwump because I think it's too expensive. We could have drawn it later, but he ended up coming back to us, so it's okay. Yeah, so we can do the Conchologist, and because we're in Bandle City and PNC, there's going to be a lot of great options here. Entrapment doesn't sound bad, to be honest. Wow, Entrapment does not sound bad. Wow. I like Entrapment. It's an automatic 9 shrooms to his deck. So when we do the Entrapment, we're adding 9 shrooms to his deck that he has to worry about.
Each act of heresy is an act of passion.
I like the Mystic. If he has Spell Cascade, we have Group Shot. Yeah, there you go.
Our light grows brighter.
If he has a second Spell Cascade, then that would be a problem. But then that means that he's committing double Spell Cascade right here. Does he think that's worth it? I guess he does. So that's 2 Spell Cascades out of the way, and all he's getting out of that is just killing the Conchologist. And then we just summon Caitlyn next turn. They don't really have a lot of great ways to trigger Nightfall. So the fact that he already committed 2 Spell Cascades is really good for us. We even have a second Mystic to deal with Diana if we need to. And his Diana is only at 1 health, so his Diana can actually die to just a Flash Bomb, right? We'll attack. If he blocks with this, we have the Mystic Shot. He decided to do it. He's a madman. Maybe he thinks he cannot play around me having another ping. Yeah, that's what I thought. There we go. I think I want to do Entrapment sometime soon, right? But I think as long as he has like stuff like this on the field, I can. Yeah, it ended up hitting this guy instead of the Diana, which is okay, I guess. We can do the Shumpwump. Prevents him from attacking. If he attacks with anything, he's gonna be in trouble. We can do this here. And then just Mystic Shot her, right? That's kind of smart though. He did it on the he did it once the Zoe was already like he did the 2 Yordle captains before he did this on Zoe, right? So my concern now is that we don't have a lot of shrooms in his deck yet. Well, he can still put a lot of pressure on us. Has to be spells, right? I like the idea of spells more than units. And I like the idea of putting in the group shot. We know that the Pelt Cascades. So he added 9 to his deck. I like attacking with everything. Same thing again. I'm going to threaten the fact that we have stress defense here, right? So we can just do stress defense to this. Let's get this out of the way. We know he doesn't have Pelt Cascade in his hand. I guess he could have a Diana. I don't think that's a big deal. Puts that down to 3. Mystic Shot. Mystic Shot? He could get a Mystic Shot, which will actually kill the Caitlyn. Or he got the Pelt Cascade now. Mystic Shot. Pokey Stick. So he's going to actually commit everything, huh? Okay. You want to do it like that, that's okay with me. I guess he hits us for a lot of damage next turn. Yeah, so he stole the Mystic Shot from us, which is smart. Can he beat us on value? All we need is to get, like, if we get, like, Teemo. Again, he didn't hit the right one, huh? So we can do Conchologist here, I think. I like the Conchologist, and then we do the PopCap Peddler. To play this card 1, they also to an enemy unit, the enemy nexus. Your opponent discards the lowest card. I don't think I want to discard. I don't think I want to discard one of my own units, but it doesn't sound bad to be able to deal damage to him, right? Like, this actually doesn't sound bad because he deals with the Diana. The Electro Harpoon doesn't sound bad. He also does 2 damage to his nexus. Wow. What a gag gamer, man. 2 things. So he got 2 things. 2 things from the Conchologist, right? I'm gonna have to probably sacrifice my Peddler. Because he could have actually gotten a Pelt Cascade from this, which would give the Diana the Nightfall, the Challenger. He could also just as easily have a second Diana, right? But he decided to go with the Space Sketcher. Discarding the Blinded Mystic. I think we can go ahead and do this. Let's get rid of the Diana, just in case that he has a Pelt Cascade in his hand. I don't want to give him the chance to use it. This also does 2 to his Nexus. And puts 3 Shrooms into the deck. Now we just have to try to hope that we can survive long enough. This is perfect. I don't care about the Equinox, because I was already planning to sacrifice this, right? Like, I don't want to take all this damage, right? So I'm always sacrificing this no matter what. Then we do a loop and hope that we can get something. So, oh wow, Karina is so good, but I think it's too early for her. I think we need just a little bit more oomph in the deck to be able to really do anything. Okay, Star Shaping is a big hit, right? It's 4 heal that he doesn't have anymore. Unfortunately, Caitlyn doesn't really become that useful right now yet. The only way that Caitlyn becomes useful is if he draws the group shot. This Yordle Captain is doing a lot of work because all his units are having 3 health and 3 attack, which is putting a lot of pressure on us. Now he has... Oh my goodness. So he has 2 cards created from... So he has 2 Celestial cards and 2 cards created from Conchologist. So... this... Okay, that's the one. So he has 3 Celestials and 1 card created from Conchologist. He's probably looking for... He's probably looking for the way to just finish the game next turn, right? So that's one of them. That's the one from Priestess. From Lunari Priestess. They're both priestesses. So that's the one from Lunari Priestess. Which means that we're taking 11 damage, right? Not enough. Group Shot kind of gives me a little bit of a... I like this because he levels up the Caitlyn. So there's a good chance that Caitlyn levels up right here. That's a big... Okay, so now he cannot attack. Because So what happens now is that Caitlyn is activated. If he attacks into the Caitlyn, Caitlyn is going to be doing 8 damage to his Nexus. He could also have gotten the Obliterate, right? So he could have gotten the Obliterate from her to be able to stop this. Or just gotten this. Yeah, that works. And then we die because we don't have enough ways to block. We don't have enough blockers, right? Because he can drag one of these. And then we get hit by 11 damage. So we're down to 1 HP. And he could just have Pokestick or anything. Now, we did hit him with 7... He has the Pokestick. Yeah, he got a Pokestick from the Conchologist, right? So that's a little bit unfortunate for us that he ended up getting that from the Conchologist. Yeah, that's the game though. So in this matchup, we're gonna be going up against a Fizz Lulu. So this is the Yordle in our deck, and obviously we know they wanna go pretty wide, and they also have a lot of burns. So we are gonna be struggling a little bit here, just because of how much stuff they have. I like the Mystic as a way to kill some of these units. I like the Poison Dart. Obviously, I think we're going to have the Puff Caterpillar before we do anything. The Poison Dart is really good because they have a lot of 1 health units, right? The Mystic Shot is good because it can hit the Chompers. Caitlyn is great because she can hit a lot of things. So the Caitlyn usually get excited right away. They never let Caitlyn stay alive. Here we can pass. Now we also have Group Shot. So we have a lot of removal plus having Mr. Puff Caterpillar on the field, right? So we can safely do the Peddler because even if he has Lulu, which he doesn't have it, we can just Mystic Shot the Bomber Twins. I think it's worth it here doing like the Mystic Shot on them because they want to be able to push units, right? He could have a Get Excited. If he uses the Get Excited on the Peddler, I'm okay with that. So now what did you do? I like committing the Caitlyn next turn. I like committing the Caitlyn next turn. Like, there's a consideration that open attacking for 3 damage might be okay, but I want to start putting the Flash Bombs on his deck. Because a lot of his units are low health, right? So the Flash Bombs are going to be doing a lot of damage. Okay. We can commit the Poison Dart, but I want to wait and kind of see what he does first before we commit the Poison Dart.
Well, what have we here? Well, this isn't the glade. Let's investigate.
So we can attack with the Caitlyn. And we can commit the Poison Dart on the Sunny Urchin. Although we don't have to actually do it right now. He's deciding whether he wants to get excited this right now. And he ends up doing it. Double Mystic. That's even worse for him. Alright. I'm okay doing this. I'm okay doing the Poison Dart, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the Poison Dart now. Next turn we can Mystic and Pokestick the Lulu if we need to. I guess it will depend on what he summons, right? Huh. I wish those Puffcats didn't activate now, because I want to be able to keep them here, right?
Let's take it for a spin.
We can also do a Loof here. I think it's more important to kill... I think it's more important to kill the Lulu. I think Lulu's going to be very dangerous. Yeah, I think Lulu's going to be very dangerous. If we let her live. Now, if he has a second Lulu, then obviously I'm going to be sad. He does, of course. Because why wouldn't he? I think it's time for us to sacrifice our Peddler. I think Lulu is more important than anything else. We know he has a landmark from the Bomber Twins. Perfect. Okay, I like the Teemo because we have the stress defense to be able to protect them, right? So we have the stress defense to be able to protect the Teemo. We can always play the Aloof Traveler's next turn. So he already spent 2 Mystic Shots as well. So he has to commit like a Get Excited here, right? And again, we have the stress defense. Pokey stick. Okay. If he tries to pokey stick again, we can always stress defense. Doesn't have it. So we can go ahead and do the aloof now. Now that he has 24 puff caps. And now we can start doing the Karinas, right? We have the group shot for that if we need to. We have blockers for the Bomber Twins. I guess we have to be concerned about Yordle in arms, right? What about we do the flash bombs from Karina instead of triggering the Teemo? Oh wow, but this is so much better now. So, wow. So I like doing the flash bombs from Karina. And the reason I like doing that is because we can guarantee that they all activate next turn. Or we can just play it slow, right? Yeah, we can just do the... No reason to do that. We can double up the mushrooms anytime that we want. So we can just double the mushrooms. We're okay blocking with everything here. So we'll go ahead and block with everything. Because we don't want to die, right? And we still have the stress defense to be able to protect the Teemo next turn. So we're just going to go all in the Teemo, right? So the Teemo's going to double that to 64 puff caps, and then we do the Karina. He's trying to keep his whole board alive. I'm glad that was only one. So here we're hitting for 2. We do the stress defense. So he needs to commit another Get Excited to be able to stop this. Discarding another card from his hand. He doesn't have it. We multiply the shrooms. Now he has 62 puff caps. We also deal 1 damage there. We have the group shots next turn if he tries to do the Yordle in arms. So we can group shot the looping telescope. And if he does the Yordle in arms, we can just do Karina again next turn, right? So that's the problem that this deck is gonna have versus us. That if they don't open attack, we can always do Karina Mastermind. So he has enough shrooms, so 62, that I think Karina is gonna kill him. We'll have to actually see how many she triggers right now, right? Oh, so he actually discarded a Yordle in arms. Crazy. Let's go ahead and do it. So 62, that's 6. So when we do the Oil Karina, we know we guarantee to win, right? So the second Karina guarantees that it's winning because we know there's at least 5 shrooms on the top 5 cards of his deck. Let him do his Yordle in arm thing. We'll go ahead and group shot both elusives because why not? And again, we know this is a guarantee lethal, so that's why, I mean, I committed the group shots just to commit the group shots. We probably actually didn't need to commit them at all. And then we can do this, activate all traps. And we knew that last turn he activated 6, he drew 1 of them. So this turn is going to be at least 5, and he ends up being 7. So, yeah, that's usually how this deck plays out. Us drawing the Teemo, though, was really huge. I thought we were in trouble until we were able to draw that Teemo. So in this matchup, we're going to be going up against, let's see, against a Pantheon Taric, and then playing one of Zoe. Fortunately for us, the one of Zoe is not a big deal, because we can deal with the one of Zoe in many different ways. The Pantheon, though, is a very big deal, and they do run Sharp Side, right? So Sharp Side becomes a really big issue. What about we just throw Teemo down? If he doesn't have a unit, if he doesn't have the Zoe, then this is a free Teemo attack. Because he doesn't have a way to the Sharp Side, right? So we'll go ahead and get the free Teemo attack. We'll bring down the Peddler next turn. Oh, we drew the Shroom. If he's a Goat, he's gonna have to have like a Pale Cascade to save it, right? I think we can save our Mystic Shot. It's a little bit annoying doing it like this, but I think I'm okay with that. I wonder if it was like a situation that instead of the Peddler, we should have just Mystic Shot that right away. I was trying to get a little bit greedy there. Because here now he could have Sharp Sight to defend this against this. Yep, there you go. Let's do this. Because stress defense doesn't save the Teemo, right? And then we're gonna pokey it. Let's see if he commits anything else to it. He could have another Sharp Sight or another Pale. Yeah, there we go. He still lives. Because this is not enough to level up the Teemo. It's just one off. Yeah, it's just one off. So he survives while killing our Teemo. We have Poke Stick and Stress Defense. He's going to start to do a lot of damage on Shrooms though, right? He should probably heal it before it allows us to do another Poke Stick. Yeah, there you go. I'm okay taking this now. I think he did his job already. I don't think we need him there anymore. I think now we just try to set up see if we can level up the Caitlyn. Okay, I mean Caitlyn is not gonna get to attack. That's cool. All we need to have is just have that Caitlyn on the field for her to attack later. So Ava adds a 3 caps. He just does the Cynic play. We'll have the stress defense. Oh, look at that. He gave us the level up on the Caitlyn. So Caitlyn level up means that we can do a lot of damage if we wanted to. Right? Because she's if she strikes, it's going to be 3 damage. So if he does a single combat, it's going to be an additional 3 damage. I think there's no need for us to get greedy yet, though. He should kill the Ava Achiever, though. If he kills the Ava with like a single combat, that means we can attack with Caitlyn, no? Yeah, that means we can attack with Caitlyn now. Because if he blocks, we're gonna poke it. So our punish here is gonna be a Chain Best. He only has 1 mana. He doesn't have the Chain Best. So we kill the dragon and do 3 damage and plant another 4 flash bombs in the deck. I'll take that. I'll always take that. We have the stress defense to be able to defend against the Pantheon. I like the idea of the Aloof Travelers to get rid of the Spell Shield.
We made it. Yay. But our stuff didn't.
Didn't get the Spell Shield, but we did get the Judgment out of the way. This is also still doing 3 damage. I like the stress defense a lot because of the Pantheon being able to get bigger. Okay, he gets to level him up. If it's lifesteal, that would be annoying. If it's not lifesteal, I think we're still okay, right? Spell Shield will be annoying, right? Because it bypasses Quick Attack Challenger, Scout. So he's gonna get beta here into attacking. Oh, wow. Yeah, he committed everything. We're gonna hit for 3 damage. We're gonna hit him for 3 damage and just wasted another Sharp Sight right there. And put another 4 flash bombs in his deck. So now all we need to do, I like summoning the Shump. I like doing the Teemo. Sure, you stun us. But he needs to have single combat or needs to have like a... I think it has to be Teemo. We just gotta go wide. So now we're in a position that if we go wide, he just loses, right? So I don't think we should rely on winning with the puff caps. I like doing this first and seeing what happens. He only has one card that he can play. So he either plays it now to save the Saga Seeker, and that means that Teemo gets in for full damage, right? So is it better to do... Is it better to do the mushrooms and get 40 mushrooms? It has to be, right? Because he just dies to 3 if he draws 3 of them. Or is it better to go wide? And if we go wide, we're dealing 4 damage and he only needs to draw 1 of them. I like the Conchologist because we can also give us something like this. So now we can go super wide here. And then we can just finish it up with the Mystic Shot. So here he's going to take 4 damage. So he can just die to the shrooms. I was thinking I was going to look for a Poke Stick. Mystic Shot ended up being better, right? I could have also gotten and get excited. So he dies to a single Puff Cap or he dies to the Mystic Shot. And he got the Puff Cap anyways, so... And we got the Insider Knowledge, so it would have made him draw more anyways. So I think we would have been completely fine to be able to win from there. But yeah, GG's. Hey everybody, welcome back. How were those games? Fun games, right? It's really funny how reliant you are on really those shrooms pushing the damage, right? So that's the only downside of this deck, that you really have to kind of get lucky that you get the shrooms and that the opponent actually starts drawing them, right? Another consideration that I see people running this deck is running the Landmark, so the Headstack Foundry, which I think is really good as well, right? Headstack Foundry means that they're drawing an extra card every round. You're also drawing an extra card, so it gets you to some of your removal faster while also getting the opponent to a lower health every other time. My only problem with Headstack Foundry is that you're giving the opponent cards as well, right? Which I think gets them to their win condition faster. So that's why I don't run this card in my version of the deck, and instead just keep with 2 Insider Knowledge just in case I get in a pinch where I really need to get those resources back to my hand. So, but yeah, so I hope you enjoy the content. Again, if you like what you see, please make sure to subscribe down here. It will help me a lot. I also do stream on Twitch at least 4 days a week. So yeah, I'll see you all next time, and thank you so much for watching.